wasn't as strong as we had hoped, or even ultimately, I think they disappointed a lot of people, mostly with the guidance. But the quarter in of itself, I think, was almost honestly non-event. The issue now is the company is going through really a period of transition of two things. They're transitioning to Reels, they're transitioning to Metaverse. One is over the net short term, call it 2 to 3 years. The other is 5 to 10. So there are a lot of uncertainties, but we're still sticking with it.
From our perspective, Google's business model, Alphabet's business model, is a lot more resilient than its peers, right? We're seeing consumer shifting their spending very quickly to offline, to travel, and Google is able to benefit from that specifically. And at the same time, we saw cloud business remain pretty healthy, but keep in mind, there is a lot of macro uncertainty going into back half, especially into FY23.
The news from Amazon was a big market mover in the sense that most managements have been wary of giving any kind of guidance. And the way I read it, they're pretty upbeat about what they see moving forward.
There were so many good things here, but one of the things that I see is on 1.8 billion actives, services at 9.6, but you've got the possibility of a long-term value because they have 98% satisfaction, where you have a tremendous subscription growth. Also remember that the holiday 618 in China was incredibly strong for them. They had a great last month in June. It was almost as if there was no lockdown.
We do actually assume a slight downtick in iPhones for next year, assuming a modest correction. So we actually do have it down a few percentage points year over year from a unit basis compared to this year. I would say that the way right now we're thinking about is, if you have like a stable phenomena, you probably have flattish iPhone to maybe slight iPhone growth, maybe a small modest correction, down mid-single digits. We get into a severe recession, then you could probably be down 10 or more than 10%.
I think the trajectory here on Amazon is definitely higher in terms of margins and profitability. They've been going through a really tough period in terms of really absorbing a lot of the inflationary costs, passing less than a typical company would along to consumers or businesses. We're starting to see them rationalize capacity. Volumes will grow into the fourth quarter. I think the profit outlook here is actually looks a lot brighter ahead than what we've been battling with for the last several quarters.